Alderman Roy, Andy Deemers says that you on the board of aldermen are disenfranchising the voters. How do you respond?
Are you running a campaign in New Hampshire? Or do you just want to spread a message here? Birdssigns.com can help. Stick signs, bumper stickers, banners. Built for you with unimpeachable manners.
Yep.
Birdssigns.com.
Manchester, New Hampshire. A last-minute protest. As one of the aldermen here in Manchester. We're here to protest, well, not necessarily to protest, but to voice our opinion in favor of the spending cap on the city of Manchester. Although I live in Grafton now, I spent a lot of time petitioning for the spending cap. And I was not thrilled when the Board of Aldermen voted to keep it off the ballot. Off the ballot until a year after the petitions were gathered. It's considered by many Manchester voters to be an interference with their right to vote in a timely manner. And the delay in putting this on the ballot could trigger a legal challenge later if the spending cap becomes law in Manchester. Mr. Roy, you folks going to be discussing the spending cap tonight?
That's what they're going to be doing, yep.
Are you opposed to the spending cap?
I'm still trying to gather some information myself, so I'm going to hold out on that decision. I don't, right now I don't know that it'll work for the city, but I'm here to find out some more information.
Did you vote against having the election last year on this?
I did.
Why did you do that? Why did you vote against
I voted to have
us?
it this year so we could have meetings like this.
How many will we have total? How many meetings?
How many do we have?
How many full forum meetings will we have on this issue?
I don't know.
This is the only one that's been scheduled so far.
Correct. There was one on the west side last week, 2 weeks ago, and then we've got this one tonight. So.
All right. Thanks for speaking with me, Mr. Roy.
How you doing, Albert? Good. You? Fantastic.
All right.
What'd she say?
I don't know.
Bill from Manchester was one of the few people who was here both at this event and also at the infamous town meeting in 2008 where they voted not to let us vote. What have been your thoughts over these many months that have passed regarding this issue?
I can't believe that they won't pass it. It should be a no-brainer. I mean, everybody's struggling with where they're going to get the finances to run the state and the city, and where's the cash coming from? But in the meantime, they don't want to cut the budget. It doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you think should happen next? What do you think voters or activists should do about this?
Well, my personal preference would be to see a lot of people refuse to pay their taxes if they're going to be wasted. I think...
Hey, welcome, John.
Hey!
What were you saying, Bill?
I think that the average citizen could make a huge statement by refusing to pay at least a portion of their taxes, if not all of it. And once a number of people did that, then we'd certainly have their attention.
We received in this first half hour we've been here about, I guess, 6, 7 honks of support and one opponent. One lady drove by and said they have low taxes in Somalia. I don't know who that is. Probably the city attorney. It's just a wild guess. I sat here with Dennis, who is one of the people who's going to attend the forum, and you said you're a union member, so you have a. Do you have an opinion on the spending cap, or?
I'm trying to base one by getting as much knowledge as I can. If some of it's going to hurt somebody, if some of it's going to help somebody, I want to make sure where it's going to go and how it's going to affect people.
Do you work for the city, or?
I work for Manchester Transit Authority.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your interest in this, even if I might not necessarily come to the same conclusion. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
All right, I'll see you up there.
Have a good one.
Alderman Roy, Andy Deemers says that you, on the board of aldermen, are disenfranchising the voters by not having allowed us to vote in 2008 when this issue first came up. How do you respond?
I respond that everything that I've done has been in the best interest of the voter, of getting the most information out there, and taking either a proactive or a negative stance on the issue. Never said don't vote on it. I've just said educate people prior to voting. So I'm for voting on just about everything and learning about it before you do. So,
what about the concerns that some people have that this will be ruled against because of the date of the vote?
I don't believe that's
challenged,
possible.
I guess.
I don't believe that's possible. I believe we're within the time frame that was allowed, was recommended by the solicitor's office, and the only thing it should be ruled up or down on is whether or not it's constitutional, and then from there, whether or not the voters approve or deny it.
All right, Alderman Roy,
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good night.
So we have other demonstrators of a sort in the area. Would that that were true, the nicest country in the world part.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by BertSigns.com.